I have been waiting hours for Pete to wake up so that I could start this video, and it's now 10 o'clock. He's still asleep. I need to get going with my day. So what I'm doing is I am outside talking to you to tell you about what I'm doing, and then I'll go inside to show you. So we have not much of a pantry in our house. We have a closet that could work as a pantry, just right outside the kitchen, but Pete keeps his camera gear in there. And it's right below the vent for the heater and the AC, so it's not ideal, I don't think, for food storage. And so what we keep our food in is a cupboard in the kitchen, and I'll show you, it's really small, there's not much space in there. So what I am doing today, and actually what I have been doing for a little while, is we have an extra bedroom that we use as like an office slash craft room, and so that closet in there isn't being used. So I've started to just store like food and bigger appliances that we don't want on the counters in there. But it's a mess. It needs to be organized badly, and so I am going to turn our spare closet into a food pantry. I'm really excited about it, but I definitely need a few supplies to make that happen. I need some sort of like shelving unit, and then or something for shelves, and then I also need some storage containers so that I can take some of the things that are in there, put them in a container, and store them in the garage, which is right here behind me. Like we have an air mattress that we use when guests come, and that doesn't need to be stored with the food, so I'm going to store that in a container so it's safe in the closet. I mean, safe from like getting dirty. And yeah, so that's my plan for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Costco, because Pete said they have some nice big heavy duty storage containers for only $9. So I'm going to go there and get some of those, and then I have to go to Target for a few other things not related to this project. And then I'm going to go check out a liquidation store and see if I can find some affordable shelves there. So we'll see. I'm going to take you along with me. Right now, I'll go show you what's happening in the closet. It is a mess. But so my plan for today is to get that cleaned out, organized, get the cupboard in the kitchen where our food is currently organized. The food is going to stay there. The pantry is just going to be for like bulk stuff and overflow, and I really want to start canning, so I'll finally have somewhere to store jars and all sorts of fun stuff. So it's definitely not like a temperature that would work as like a storage for like potatoes or onions and stuff. Like, I'm in Arizona, it's hot. But right now, this time of year, that closet's really cold. But I know that in the summer, it's going to be really hot. Our house is brick, so the walls heat up and they stay cold in the winter and all that fun stuff. But it's totally going to be perfect, I think, for like bulk flour, which I really want to start doing. I finally bought a freezer. I don't know if that's a thing. Let me know if you know anything about it, but I'm also going to look it up. I just saw something I need to go look at in the garden. What was I saying? When you buy like a 50-pound bag of flour, I've heard that you should put it in the freezer for like a little bit, a week or so, I think. I'm assuming just to kill any bugs, but if that is the case, I now have a freezer where I can do that, and I'm gonna get some buckets to store food in. Not doing all that today. Today, the plan is just to get that space organized and hopefully get some shelves in there. Let's go check it out. This is what I was noticing while I was filming. This tomato's all wilted. I don't know what's happening there. Strange. Looks like it's coming from this plant, and that plant goes way up almost to our roof, and the rest of it looks fine. Oh, interesting. This tomato is a volunteer and it's wild. But anyways, okay, stop getting distracted, Rachel. Let's go inside to look at the pantry. Are you okay, Mama? Are you okay? She just loves to lay in the sun. So this is the pantry slash cupboard that we use to store food in the kitchen. It's really small, but it works for things that we use frequently. And this is the closet in the spare bedroom that I'm going to turn into a pantry for our bulk food storage. It is a mess, and as you can see, the door gets stuck a little bit. I kind of had a hard time opening it, but that's okay. Some of these things are still going to live in here because this is my craft room, so I'm going to keep my sock blockers. That's what's hanging on the wall. But man, it's a mess. A lot of this needs to go. That blanket needs to be put away. the air mattress can go into a container. So we're gonna get this cleaned up today. Okay, I'm in the car, ready to go to Costco first. I did want to say though, hello, my name is Rachel. If you're interested in following along more closely, I don't post videos here on YouTube very often. I'm trying to be better about that because it is something that I enjoy. You can follow me on Instagram. I am on there literally all the time. I have 2 separate accounts. One of them is the one where I post all my baking, gardening, house stuff, cleaning, food preservation sort of stuff on there. And that is Jingle Bell Farm. And then my crafty account where I post all my knitting and crochet stuff, crafty stuff in general, maybe sewing someday, hopefully. That's the second time I've done that already this morning. Anyways, that is Riri Gets Crafty. So, all right. It's just so funny. I have so many ideas for videos, and literally the thing that's stopping me is editing, partly because I don't really enjoy that so much, but the intro. I watch all these YouTubers and they have like cute intros like, hi, welcome back, or whatever they say, like all this, everyone has their thing, and I never know what to say in the beginning. Okay, I am back home now. I went to Costco and got the containers that I need. They were about $10 a piece, so I got 3 of them for $30. I'll show you what they look like. They're not quite as big as I was imagining, because it's Pete that saw them at Costco yesterday, so I went to go pick them up, or buy them. And I was expecting them to be a little bit bigger, but they're nice and sturdy. I think they're gonna be perfect for what I need. And then I also went to Target and I got a few like food storage type containers. I am not a fan of buying food that's already in a package, taking it out of that package, and then putting it in another container. I feel like that's a waste of time. I see people doing that with, like, no offense if you do this, it's just not for me, but like with laundry soap or Tide Pods and stuff, and I just don't see the point. But however, my flour, sugar, rice, those things are all in like a not so great package, and they're making a mess in my cupboard. So I figured flour, that would be perfect. Yeah, all those things, flour, sugar, rice, a container to put those in. So I just got a pack at Target that was $24. It comes with 4 different containers. Hopefully they're an okay size. I didn't open it to look. Maybe I should have done that, but I hate opening packages in the store. I worked retail for a long time, and I just feel like that's really rude to the people that work there. Because no one can ever put it back the way that it's supposed to be. So anyways, I also got a jar to make more kombucha in. I already have a thing of kombucha going, but I'd like to get a second one. So these jars are about 1.5 gallons, and that's not quite enough for Pete and I to drink some every day. We really enjoy it, and we want to drink some kombucha every day. And so in between the time when I make it, the bottles, and the time when like the next batch is ready, we don't have enough to last that whole time. So I thought if I have 2 going, this would be perfect. And then, yeah, I just got a few other little things. But as far as like food storage, pantry, clean out, that sort of thing goes, that was all I got. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so these are the containers. So they're a pretty good size. They're gonna be perfect for what I need. This is for the kombucha, and then this is the pantry food storage thing. So this was $25 for those 4 jars. And then my little cat is turning 1 on Monday, so I had to get her some little cat toys. Where is this? And then I purchased a Homestead bundle, which is like a bunch of different ebooks and resources by different accounts on Instagram. And I had to get ink to print some of the ones that I want to do and put them in this binder. But yeah, that's what I got. So now Pete's gonna come with me to go to the liquidation store. Hey, pups! Hey! You guys locked me out! Are we finding good stuff at the liquidator store?
I love clay pots. This is 1, 2, 3. This is $4 worth of clay pots. They don't have saucers, but I like clay pots, man. How much is this thing?
$7.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
But we came here for shelves. Peter, want to tell us what important thing I forgot to do this morning?
Measure. Which means when things are going in a confined space, you need to know how much space is there, so you're not jamming something like this into a space where it doesn't fit.
I really like this one though. I think I want to get it and just make it work.
Don't suppose they have a return option here, do they?
Probably not.
Yeah.
All right, we are back home now. We found shelves. Hopefully they fit.
Yeah. I think they'll at least fit like in one way, maybe diagonally.
Catty corner, whatever that's called.
I think they'll fit at least long
straight
ways,
across the middle.
If not width-wise. But yeah.
Yeah. Either way, that was a successful mission. Thank you for your help, Peter.
Dude, and how cool was that place?
It was so cool.
The Hawaii kids we had no idea about like
liquidator stores.
Liquidator stores, and you're like, this is ghetto AF, and then you walk in, you're like, this is so cool. It's like stuff
so
everywhere.
Cool. It was so cheap, and we totally found what we needed. And I'm really glad that Pete came with me because I was planning on going by myself this morning, and then I went to pick up, he decided to come with me. I went to pick up the box of shelves, and I was like, would not have been able to do this by myself. It was very heavy.
Yes, so it was a good team effort.
It was.
Yes.
Okay, so now begins the fun part, the cleaning.
Ooh, I'll be going to work.
Oh,
I'm not going to be around for that
how
one.
convenient. The first step in this project now, or I guess we did the first few steps. Now it's time to clean this up. What I'm gonna do is take everything out. I'm gonna start putting things in the container that are gonna go in the garage, but everything is gonna come out. That way I can sweep and clean up in there, and then we'll go from there. This is all my seed starting stuff, or my seeds. I might need to find a new place for these. It might end up just living in there on the floor, but we'll see. My office is now even more of a mess than it was to begin with, but the closet is empty and nice and clean. I've got it swept out, and now the question is, will these shelves fit, and will I be able to put them together myself? We'll find out. You're gonna get scared, girl. So I don't know if I said this already, but and I don't even know if you can see me right now. These shelves were $55, which I think is a pretty good deal because they seem pretty heavy duty, and This was a liquidator store, so the box is damaged. But this was the only one there. Don't see any damage on the shelves, at least not yet. And they do take returns if the product is damaged. I think we'll be fine though. Not worried about that. But I think that $55 was a good deal for this. It's pretty tall. Like, I think, how tall was it? 6 feet tall maybe? It probably says somewhere on the box. I don't know, something. But yeah, I have seen these for a lot more than $55 at Costco, and then I've looked for shelves before through Uline because I get their catalogs from when I was ordering business supplies. They are like hundreds of dollars, so I don't know. This could have been a score. They could be the same price somewhere else. Too late now. Smashed my finger. And so I'm kind of thinking, when we looked at the sample in the store, it's really tall, but it's 2 separate pieces. So I kind of think it'd be cool if I did like 2 separate shelves, one on the left and one on the right, instead of at the back like I was originally thinking. So I might do that, but we'll see. I don't know. And I'll just leave those there for now. I don't see any instructions in here. This should be fun. Okay. I'm assuming there should be hardware somewhere too. I wish there was a picture. All right, this is what we got so far. I definitely can't fit one on either side because it's one there and one there because it sticks out too far, but it's gonna fit perfectly along the back, I think. I might not be able to make it as tall as I want it, but so far, super easy to put together. Okay, so I got 3 shelves on. Now I'm trying to add the like second half, and it says the instructions. I saw what the one in the store looked like, so as long as I can see it, I usually can figure it out. So I'm trying to get mine that way, and it was just I'll show you. This second post, sorry it's echoey in here, was just sitting on top of this one. And then I assume it's these guys that connect the 2 levels. Well, I cannot get it to stay. I am like sweating and trying to get them together, and it keeps falling off, and it's like banging around. And then I read the instructions, and it says to attach 4 couplers to the top of the posts and then snap the second level posts into those. It didn't come with couplers, and even on the list of parts that it came with, couplers are not on there. So I'm really confused. Yeah, I don't know. It says see figure D. Oh, there's figure D, but I'm so confused. I need to put my hair up and take a drink of water and come back to this. I got it. I think I have traumatized all my animals in the process from all of the banging. And also there happened to be like a giant firework that went off right in the same time. And so they're all freaked out. And now that I'm looking at it, I could have totally placed the shelves maybe a little bit differently, but too bad they ain't moving now. I got the top part on. Hopefully the rest goes on easily. I'll show you guys what the shelf looks like and with all the food and stuff on it here in a minute. But right now, what I'm gonna tackle is the kitchen, pantry. This is where up until recently, the only place that we have been keeping food. I had this idea to turn the closet into a pantry just within the last like maybe 5 or 6 months or so. Just because we don't have a lot of food storage here in this space, and I would like to start like preserving food, like canning and dehydrating and just keeping a stock of food. Just because I think that that's a good idea and that's what I want to do for our household. And so I thought that our spare closet was the perfect place. I'm just really excited to see this project come together. So we will, of course, like it makes sense to have food kept in the kitchen, right? So this is like all the stuff that we will use regularly, but I do just want to go through, clean it up a little bit and take out like the flour and sugar and things that are going to go in those jars that I bought today. I just got those washed, so now they're drying. These are all my kombucha bottles that I ordered on Amazon. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm gonna make kombucha tomorrow. I'm gonna bottle it tomorrow for the second ferment. And I will do a video on that because I've been really excited about that and I'm excited to use these new bottles. We'll go talk about that more, but that's just what that is. And so I've kind of just been going through the cupboards just to see if there's anything that can be kept in the pantry, like this parchment paper. This is an extra one that can be kept in there. Our water filters, those can be kept in there. I've just like kind of had things in random cupboards in here so I can like move all that to that area. It is just going to be food and kitchen related things that are stored in that pantry. We have a separate shelf unit thing where we keep like toothpaste and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just so excited to see this come together, and this should only take a few minutes to go through because there's not that much in there. And then I will show you what it all looks like in the end. I will say these food storage jars that I bought for like the flour and sugar and rice and stuff, they're gonna work, but I had gone back and forth when I was in Target. There was like a square-ish like mason looking jar that was I think it said it held a liter, and those were $8, and I was gonna grab 2 of them for like flour and sugar. And then I thought no, because you know, I've got all-purpose flour, I've got bread flour, I've got rice, and I've got sugar and whole wheat flour. So I need like more, you know, I just felt like those jars were the perfect size for the flour, but not necessarily like the rice and the sugar, you know? So then I thought, okay, this would be perfect because it comes with 4 jars, but I don't love that they're round, which I knew that they were round. I could tell from the package. So I think that they're gonna work. I just think that at another date, I will go back and get those bigger square jars, and they're right here. I'll use these ones for like pasta, sugar, rice, and then I'll get the bigger square jars for flour. So we'll see. For the meantime, this is gonna be perfect, and I'm really excited about this. So I'm gonna get started. I am rapidly losing steam and running out of energy. I just spent the last like 35 minutes doing dishes and then washing all of these. This is the new bottle for the kombucha tomorrow. I'm gonna start a second one. Yeah, I'm tired, so I need to hurry and get this done. Here is all the food in the jars. I made some labels. And definitely need something else for the flour. This will work in the meantime, but it doesn't hold a full bag. Not even close. So I might look into the ones, maybe there's a container out there that says it holds a whole bag of flour. That would be perfect. But this will work for now. I'm pretty happy. And then here's what we got here. Just got to put those jars in there over on the left. But otherwise, I think we're looking pretty good. And I'll show you the closet pantry. Now, here's the final view. I'm pretty happy with that. Loving the jars. I might actually be one of those people that now has jars. I can understand it. I'm sorry for what I said earlier. I understand why you take things out of the package to put them in a container. It's all about the aesthetic, right? Ta-da! Here is the final look at the pantry, the closet pantry. I am so happy with how this turned out. It's been a long day, but this looks amazing. I'm probably going to rearrange things in the way that they are on the shelves, but I'm loving it, and I can't wait to start adding more food in here. I am ready to learn canning and start doing that. You see, I've got my jars and so many things. I've been making it a point to, when I'm grocery shopping, buy a little bit here and there. I don't have the funds to just go out and stock a full pantry, but every time I'm shopping, I can get a little bit extra. What I did was I bought 3 bags of, you can't see that. I bought 3 bags of croutons and used 1, stored 2. I bought extra dressing. I bought, what do we have? I bought, every time I shop, I buy a bag of flour, even if I'm not out. And that way I'm just storing it and I have extra. And I'm just going to continue to work on building this, and I'm so excited. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It's been a really fun day. It's been a long day. I think it's like 5 o'clock right now-ish, and I left the house at 10 a.m. to go shopping. So we've gotten a lot done, but I'm tired, and thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for doing this project with me. My next video, I'm gonna film doing my kombucha, the second ferment, and I hope that you will enjoy that, or this one. And if not, if you're here for the knitting and crafty content, I'm planning on posting a video soon for that, so we'll see. Not making any promises though for anything. But thank you. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.